as we come to the first half of the qualifiers for the Centaurs Marble Olympics. This is a new season's qualifiers with a new qualifier format. All the teams that will be in the qualifiers this time around, well, they're just going to compete. Top 8 move on to the main tournament. There are, I believe, 2 or 3 teams in this qualifier with perfect attendance, so they definitely want to keep that. Here are all the teams that are heading into the qualifiers today. Yes, Artificial Nightlights, Breath Mints, Thunderbirds, Ghostly Guys all have perfect attendance, with the Chrome Creatures, Grass Giants, and Team Catastrophe moving on to the Centaurs Marble Olympics already. We are guaranteed 3 teams that will be in this qualifier in the season with perfect attendance. As we have what looks to be the main test team for the season, the Indigo Waves. Going to show us this new form of balancing on these little joke cards that I own. And it was not a great run for our test team here. Hopefully we can see something better in the main tournament, or qualifiers in this case. As we have the Cyan Cobras, a team that just missed out on auto qualifying, and that was a much better run from the Cobras, and they want to start out strong. Of course, no finishers. They started off with a 403 in balancing. That's a great start. As run number 2, we have the chess pieces. The 5th place team in the league oh, this is already much worse. Oh wait, we'll have a 130 score from, I believe that might have been Knight. But that was an awful run there from Ruck. Not even close. We're going to move the others over with a 130 score. As it's 355 even with a finisher. Oh, that just showed how bad Knight is at balancing. As here we have the first team that has done some changes to their lineup, the Iceberg Breakers. Well, they removed a couple of their members. As we have 2 finishers. We will! 2 finishers! That is a solid 260. Unfortunately, it was a couple early drops, as I believe their new captain Glacier and Icy from the Iceberg Breakers, showing some magic in the first bit of qualifying. But will it, I don't know, do something good here? Their score as they have broken the record for balancing. 418. They're the old record was actually set by the Cyan Cobras in group in number 1. The new formatting from 403. Chess pieces still, I mean, they're still on the podium. And now this is a team to watch indefinitely. Our season 1 champions, the Artificial Nightlights. See what they can do in their first time back in a qualifier, and it's not a great start. Oh no. The Artificial Nightlights just went kaboom. And just didn't have it in them. This will be the worst score of the day. Oh, and it's barely the worst score of the day. These black marbles are not doing the best with this heck of a new course for balancing. But now let's see if we can have another new leader with Team Kraken. We will definitely not be having another new leader with Team Kraken. Okay. Their best score was a 90 flat. Oh my. They're going to need some help if they want to qualify at this point. I mean, we still have another day after this. And don't get me wrong, it's not the worst. Oh, yes, yes it is. Oh, yes it is. A 3:15. Good heavens, that was an awful run from Team Kraken. It was the second best new team. One season ago, but now we have the Breath Mints. This is another team with perfect attendance. What the heck happened here? For the Breath Mints, this might have been worse. They do have a 93 and a 91, but they also have one marble under 60. I mean, it's not last. It's not that great of a run either. Now we have a team that started out so promising, but already going, but did not end too well. We have a 130. The other runs are mid. This is the Beach Days, who, I mean, they did pretty well in the bouncing back in season 2. Another new team, of course, but still, they have some things they need to work on. Now, of course, this is not the kind of runs Beach Days scores get them up to third with a 378. Finally knocking the chess pieces off the podium after, well, they did not have a great run in their run. So now we have our second team returning to qualifiers. It's the Ghostly Guys. Oh, well, we have a finisher. It bounces off. Oh my goodness. So we might have to back this up. There we go. It's bounce off and say 112. It's their best score. Heartbreaking after looking like they're going to have to finish over the others. Aren't really that great for our defending host team. The next best is an 85. Then we go mid packs with 76 and 73. As it's not going to be the best run we've seen all day, but it's definitely not going to be the worst. Sorry if my hand's in the way there. We're just doing some quick math. 346, 6th of 8. So now we have the 8 marbles the 8 teams of marbles that are going to be in the Centaurs Marble Olympics season 3, but we still have about 12 more teams. This is one of them, the Thunderbirds. Or season 1 bronze medalist, not season 2. As they have some very consistent runs. 3 marbles over 100 and a 95. A very similar run to what we saw the Cyan Cobras do. Their best is a 117. Those have a 109 and a 101. But a 95 is their other one. That is just dumb. That is maybe dumbfounded. Is how they were able to do that. As they really look like they want to get in the main league. Holy moly, that is a new record of 422. The Thunderbirds are wanting to get to this main league once again. As Sky Pandas are back in their new uniform. AKA the Shiny Aliens' old uniform. What can they do? Clearly not much. This one stays on the... Oh, never mind. One does not stay on the balance beam. But honestly, lacking. Yes, their best score is a 101, but still it is lacking to what we just saw. The next best score, yes, it sure is a 97. What about their other two? An 82 and a 65. Destroying their point total. That I believe that might be very similar to what the Ghostly guys just put up. Not even 2 heats ago. Well, 2 heats ago. And it's a 1 point off, actually. Oh my goodness, that is 8th place for the Sky Pandas. Don't get me wrong, that's still a very respectable point total. But what could have been? So we start on the second half of teams. It's the Wolf Hunters. So oh my goodness! 3 finishers for the Wolf Hunters. The other one being an 83, that's not that impressive. I'm just still dumbfounded how they get 3 finishers, and oh my god, that just destroyed the record. I mean, with 4 finishers, what do you expect to happen? The Wolf Hunters destroying the record. So now we have a team that's gone through a great deal of changes the offseason. It's the White Lions. Once the Crazy Cats, they've rebranded actually 3 times. One of them was just unannounced. They moved from the, I don't want to say their old name, to the Crazy Cats, to the Flock of Flags, which is not even cat themed. And then they wanted to become cat themed again for some reason. And so they became the White Lions. And the White Lions just did not come through here. The White Lions go 10th of 12. 342. God dang. The White Lions, they're just hoping for something better. If they don't qualify, they're hoping for at least something in the B League after their awful season 2. Speaking of a team who wants something, it's the Rainbows. This is a team that has struggled in every qualifier they've competed in. They've struggled badly and is not getting off to the greatest start here. They are just a B League team altogether. Their best score was an 100. I'm not kidding. It's an 100 flat. And this is the first time we've ever seen it. And then their next score is an 89, which drags it down even more. Towards 76 and 69 are just not really the greatest scores, you know, but they go 12th of 13. They 333. Huh. Great number of philosophy there. Or the Rainbows 5th place in the B League. They're looking for, you know, something here in this next season of Centaurs Marvel Speeders. But then we have a weird order for the Sapphire Speeders. See if they'll do any good. Oh god, they lose 2 automatic. Hey! It's a finisher for the Sapphire Speeders. First one we've seen since the great deal of finishers that we saw from the Wolf Hunters. Have a record that will probably never be broken. Well, he's not this qualifier. Not kidding. Maybe kidding. Don't know if I'm kidding. It probably will not happen, but watch, I just jinxed it. But the Sapphire Spear is not a really great run. Sure, their Captain Sapphire got to they finished. Can't say that much about other teams, but they finished. Still, it's not the greatest showing. In fact, it's right down the center. It's about right down the center, an 8th out of 14. They're 6th place in the B League, and they're 6th place in the A League in season 2 and 1. They're just trying to get to the A League and finish 6th. Fortunately, they weren't in the C League this season, so they could have said we finished 6th in 3 different tournaments, or finishes all included 6 in them. I don't know. Anyway, here's the Canadian Castles, the highest team to knock medal in the B League. And oh wait, that was an invalid run, as Drawbridge was not ready. That's their captain, by the way. They struck it up for this run. It was right down the center for a moment there was Drawbridge. And that puts them in a solid 103. This is Canadian Castles. It's hard to see. They go 13th out of 15. That actually ties the Breathman's score. Breathman's went first. They had Brownies. Well, they're keeping it very consistent. Oh my! Almost all. Actually, 2 of the members hit 120. It's the Brownies. Have a great run with a I think 118 and a 116, I believe. Is that enough to contend for? Actually, is that enough to take the lead from the Wolf Hunters? They'll also be breaking the record if they do. That'll be the 5th time they've broken the record. A team has broken the balancing record. Oh my God, they have done it by a point. The Brownies have broken the record. See, I told you it would happen. I told you. But oh my God, is this a Marble League 2022 or 2025 qualifiers? This is 2026, so probably not. As the Fury Serpents. Watching that, and they might not do as well. They've already lost 2. Oh! Never mind. They got 116 and 17. Damn it. They also do have an 89. They also have a 79, 78. They classify it as 78. Not what they wanted. To get them higher than their score. Anyway, their score is probably good. Oh my God, it's under their rivals right now. It is just 3 points under their rivals. Oh, that must be awful for them. Oh my God. The Dazzling Ducks. Dear God. I mean, it's not the worst run we've seen, but it's not that great. As Dazzling Ducks, 17 out of 18. Oh, the Green Marbles do not have a good balance at all. And it might be hard for them to win. Or at least move on. And again, we have more qualifier events today, and we have the Ziplining Zombies right now. That was probably the worst score we have ever seen in balancing in this new iteration. Dear God, the Ziplining Zombies are going to need some help to qualify. And, 276. What happened? You just choked. As we have one more team left, and that team is the Hotheads. Oh, 2 drops, but 2 finishers. Saves their run. In fact, the other 2 were both 75. so... Oh, that is very funny. Will be enough to start in the top half. Or at least top 8. The top half, they're lucky. As boy are they lucky. It's 5th place, which puts them in the qualification zone. Just right now in the qualification zone, the Brownies with the record front balancing. Something I never thought I'd see. The Wolf Hunters, Thunderbirds, Iceberg Breakers, Hotheads, Fairy Serpents, all over 400. The top 7 made it over 400. Fairy Serpents exactly 400. The Beach Days, they're going to be in a good spot as well. Our Season 1 champions struggling. Season 2 hosts, they're struggling. 2 auto qualifiers for Season 1. Not having the best scores today. And, Zipline Zombies. So let's not forget about them. The only one that is not over 310. Hell, it's not even over 280. The 276. So one event of the qualifiers. The Brownies, Wolf Hunters, and Thunderbirds are on our first podium. As we have event 2, it's a bit of a different format for a drag event. It's the sand drag. As we cannot find the bit of a drop that we used to have. Oh, never mind, I found it. Never mind, we'll be right back. As we have the format back, of course, you go through the funnel and then down here, down. Yeah, it's a very simple concept. As we have the cyan cobras, the chess pieces, the iceberg breakers, and the artificial nightlights. This is first four from the qualifiers earlier. Now, those chess pieces are going to be the last ones through. And past the measuring tape. Because we have to extend the measuring tape a bit, I see. Or just back it up. There we go, much better. It's a good run for start us off for the artificial nightlights. Not having a great first event. They are here to go. It's Team Kraken, Breathman's Beach Days, and the Ghostly Guys. You're seeing more Team Beach Days and Ghostly Guys with one, as I've mentioned, perfect attendance. While Team Kraken, we bump into the measuring tape. Oh, and it's very close. It is very close. Here are the runs. As Team Kraken, after 19th in the first event, they will take the lead. That is a good run. Anyway, Thunderbirds, Dive Pandas, Wolf Hunters, and the White Lions. Thunderbirds. Great run from Thunderbirds. That's the lead. They want to qualify for the main tournament for the third time. They were auto-qualified back last season. Now they're pulling through greatly. As, of course, Thunderbirds will not be a main league season without them. But anyway, we have the Rainbow Sapphire Speeders King canceling the Brownies. Oh my. As we have 3 marbles, Sapphire Speeders. Have a good run. Brownies come on through late. The rainbows apparently rainbows are good at nothing in the qualifiers. Oh boy, this will be a long qualifier for them. As anyway, we have the final heats, Fury Serpents, Dazzling Ducks, Tickling Zombies, and the Hotheads. We've only really one team here that's doing this event more than once. Tickling Zombies is their first ever time competing in this event. They might have the best run of the group. And they do. But unfortunately, it's not enough to win the event, as the Thunderbirds win it easily. No challenges at all in this qualifier through day one. Of course, we have one more day, but the Thunderbirds and the Wolf Hunters, they look safe already. Sky Pandas, they did well in this event. And same with the Sapphire Speeders. These two have never competed with each other. Same with the Wolf Hunters, Sapphire Speeders. But let's see what the standings look like. As qualifier scores right now are Thunderbirds, Wolf Hunters, Brownies, Sapphire Speeders, Fury Serpents, Sky Pandas, Hotheads, and the Beach Days, all in contention to qualify after day one. Of course, we have one more day of qualifying. Of course, next week on Wednesday will be day 2 of qualifying. But will it happen? Sorry, this week on Wednesday, actually. I'm going to go to my schedules. Anyway, this has been Centaur signing off. Anyway, let's see all the perfect attendees in the top 8. It's only the Thunderbirds. Brethren is definitely going to, at this rate, going to blow their perfect attendance. They have 1 point through 2 events. At least they're doing better than the Rainbows, which that is not very good if considering you're doing better than the Rainbows in the qualifiers. The Rainbows are the worst team in qualifiers every season. As, of course, friendly round will also consist of these events. But a great run through sand today. We'll see you for the next 2 events in the Centaurs Marble Olympics qualifiers. It's been Centaur signing off.